Hello. So this morning I woke up. I didn't really have much to do today. So the moment I woke up, the first thing that I did was scroll a little bit of YouTube, chill out, have my breakfast, just usual stuff. And what happens? Well, I used to have a morning routine. I used to be very structured, and today wasn't one of those days. I'm kind of let go a little bit of that. So I ate some food, right? And then I was still hungry and I didn't have much to do. And well, I had a little bit more food. I was like, okay, whatever. Tracking my macros, making sure that I'm not going over with my food, right? I say, well, it's fine. I'll just have a little bit less for dinner, right? You see, I'm on a cut. I'm on a calorie deficit. So I'm supposed to eat 2,100 calories a day. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat a little bit less for dinner. I'm gonna have a bit more food now. The classic stories that you tell yourself in your head to cope with the bad decisions that you make in the present moment, right? And then one thing led to another, and I ate a little bit more and a little bit more, and I went over my 2,100 calories. And by the time I did, this compulsivity took over me, and I just wanted to eat more and more and more, and I kept eating, and I ate 1,000 calories more than my 2,200. I ate 3,200 calories. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably happened to you before as well. You want to find out how to stop it from happening. Well, first thing, man, is that if you keep... The reason why you do it is because you actually enjoy it, right? See, I feel like shit right now about it, but there's a part of me that feels safe in that guilt. There's a part of me that is used to feeling that guilt in one way or another and loves it, and therefore craves more of that because it's a comfort zone. It's a place that and the brain and our psychology craves things that we know and we feel safe with. So yeah, a part of me likes feeling that guilt. And the first step to overcoming this is to accept that, is to realize, yeah, I do this, I overeat and I sabotage my goals, my fitness goals, because I like the feeling of it, because I enjoy it. You see, the more you try to control it, the more you try to discipline and force it, the more resistance you put upon it, and the more satisfaction it gives you subconsciously when you let go and when you finally say, fuck it, I'm gonna binge eat, I'm gonna sabotage everything, I'm gonna fuck it all up again. And you love telling yourself these stories. Oh, you fucked it up again. You're never gonna achieve your goals. You're worthless. These stories that you tell yourself, you love them. That's the truth. You fucking love them. And that's the reason why you keep doing it. Because if you didn't love them, if you didn't feel safe and comfortable in them, then you wouldn't do it in the first place, right? So that's the first step, to realize that you actually enjoy this. Now, when you realize that you enjoy this, you can tell it to yourself, well, okay, I actually enjoy this. I admit it, and I'm not scared to do so. So I'll just allow myself to be that person. I'll allow myself to be that person who sabotages themselves and who binge eats, right? Let's just do it. Fuck it, right? If you allow yourself to be that person, then what happens? Well, there's no emotion connected to it anymore. There's no energy. You see, when you're resisting it, when you're beating yourself up for it, you're attaching a shitload of energy to the idea and to the whole process. And the more energy you attach to it, the more intense it is, the more you're gonna crave it, because you love intense emotional experiences. That is what we're here to do. That is why we're here, to have these emotional experiences. That's what being a human really means. So instead, when you just accept it, there's no emotional experience attached to it, because you say, well, whatever happens, whether I'm fat, whether I'm skinny, whether I'm healthy or unhealthy, it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? So it's fine. I'll just binge eat. Now, when you change perspective like this, you go from being The kind of person who binge eats every week and keeps shooting themselves in the foot and fucking themselves over, to the type of person who, since you don't have any energy attached to the idea of binge eating, the next time that you get a binge, you're actually way less likely to do it, because you'll just think, okay, well, do I want to do this? Do I want to live the kind of life where I'm not able to, achieve my fitness goals because I keep binge eating? Well, no, you probably don't want that, right? Although there's a part of you that wants that, and you're accepting that by allowing yourself to do it. But eventually, you'll deplete that energy, because every time that you binge eat without feeling the guilt, just allowing yourself to be happy and to do it and to experience it and to enjoy the experience, the less you give a fuck about it and the more you can go on with your day. You see, one binge every 2 weeks is not gonna fuck up your progress that much, man. It really won't. Just do a little bit more cardio, not a lot because you don't want to fatigue yourself. Do a little bit of cardio and go back to your original calories and keep cutting. And that's it. Really, it's not that big of a deal. Now, on the flip side, if you give it a shitload of energy, if you feel a shitload of guilt for it, you feel like shit because you're binge eating, well, what's gonna happen? Then you're gonna binge eat, and after you binge eat, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna have a shitload of anxiety. You're gonna want to escape that anxiety, so you're gonna go jerk off. You're gonna go watch a bunch of YouTube. You're gonna go play some video games. You're gonna stay up late. You're gonna live in this cycle of escaping the present moment because you're escaping yourself because of guilt. So step outside of that. Fuck that shit. That's a horrible reality to live in. Instead, if you really feel like binge eating, well, try not to do it. Try to resist it, of course. But the moment you're doing it, just accept it. Be like, fuck it. I chose to have this experience because it's one of the many human experiences that I get to have as a human being on this earth. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna feel all the feelings that come up as I do that, even if it's guilt. Don't just let it happen. Let yourself feel it. And then tell yourself, okay, I accept this. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal, it's not the end of the world, and move on with your day. And that's it. That's how you overcome this bullshit, by just moving the fuck on, realizing it's not that big of a deal, doing a little bit more cardio, and being happy, man. I just binge ate right now, and this is a lot of progress for me, because in the past, if I had done this, I would be feeling like shit right now. I would be depressed. I would be feeling fucked up. And instead, I'm going on a nice little walk. It's a really nice day. Getting a little bit more cardio in so that I at least, diminish the damage that I did a little bit. I'm gonna go to the gym later, hit an amazing shoulders and arms workout. Do you want to see it actually? Do you want to join me in that workout? Fuck it, I'll record it. It'll be the next part of this video, the next segment. You can join me in my workout. We'll put some music over it. It's gonna be a nice time. We're gonna have a good time together. But yeah, just enjoy life, man. And also, as you do this and as you go through this process, there's an element where you can actually feel extremely proud of yourself, and that is by comparing your progress to your past self. So let me just put this into perspective with myself. In the past, what would have happened? Well, I would have binge ate, then I would have jerked off, then I would have watched a shitload of YouTube, then I would have felt like shit, depressed, and escaped my present moment with a bunch of distracting and destructive habits. And I would have probably binge ate the day after as well and fucked up my entire diet. And in the past, I've not gone to the gym for like a week straight because of incidents like this, and just sabotaged a shitload of progress. Now, I've been on a clean diet with extreme discipline for about 3-4 weeks now. Just complete discipline, hitting my macros every single day. I fucked up for one day, and now, literally an hour later, I'm fucking happy as shit, going to the gym, not a care in the world, and going back to my routine, which I love, going back to counting my macros going back to, you know, being on my diet because this is what I love. I love doing this. That is why I do it. I'm not doing it for anyone else but myself. So yeah, you can feel proud of yourself for the progress you're making, even though you do get some dips, even though you do fuck up sometimes. It's fine because it's still better than yesterday. It's not going to be perfect, and then eventually you'll get better and better and better, and you will be perfect one day. And another tip that I can give you specifically for weight loss and being on a bodybuilding cut, which is what this whole video is about, is the fact that if you're struggling with this kind of stuff, set yourself smaller and more achievable goals. So let's say, for example, that you want to lose, let's say 7 kilos, right? You want to get really shredded for the summer and you want to lose 7 kilos. Well, instead of trying to lose them all on one go, on one big 10-week cut, set yourself a goal to lose half a kilo per week for 4 weeks or 5 weeks, right? And just do that and try to be as perfect as possible with that. And then once you do that, stop the diet, pat yourself in the back because you achieved the goal, you achieved something that you told yourself you were going to do, and then go on maintenance for 3 to 4 weeks and then do another cut. And if you do it like this, it's way more sustainable because you're going to be in that painful, dreaded calorie deficit, being hungry 24/7 for way less time. So it's gonna be a lot easier. Anyways, I'll see you in the gym so we can hit that shoulder and arms workout. And yeah, let's do this. So yeah, as you can see, saw a little trumpet guy on my way to the gym. Decided to include that in a little montage. Montage? What the fuck? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyways, whatever. That's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoy that. And remember, what matters is your progress. So just keep showing up. And if you mess up here and there, don't beat yourself up for it. You know, it's part of the journey. As long as you're messing up a little bit less every time, it's all good. So yeah, see you in another time. Love you, bitch.